Today, let's discuss Pfizer. Um, this is another company that's in our daily lives, whether we know it or not. Um, if you've ever heard of Zoloft, which is an antidepressant, or if you've ever heard of Viagra or Lipitor, those are all Pfizer companies. Um, they give you 4.16 or basically 4% on your money. If you have been paying attention to anything that's going on in 2020, Pfizer was the first company to get FDA approval for the coronavirus vaccine, which when you look over here, it kind of makes sense why. Uh, Pfizer is one of the single largest lobbyist interests in the United States politics. All right, so if they're the largest lobbyists, it makes sense that their products got approved first, which means probably billions and billions of dollars. Which, whether you like it or not, that's if you're an investor, that's a good thing. All right, it might not be ethical, it might not be fair, but it's just the way it is. They pay to make sure that their stuff is in front of the public before anyone else. All right. So some of the products, let's just look at. I mean, some of this is it's a lot because I'm not familiar with some of these products, but some of the things that came out to me that was, let me get that out of the way. Yeah, like, have you ever heard of Lipitor? Right, became the world's best-selling drug of all time with more than $125 billion of sales in approximately 14 years. Right? Listen to this. Lipitor alone provided up to a quarter of Pfizer's annual revenue for years. Right? So that, I mean, if like this company, it's once you get hooked, you're on. Right? So here's one thing with Zoloft. It's an antidepressant, right? Which antidepressants can make you impotent. So then what do? They created you a different product or like or ED, erectile dysfunction. And so then what do? They give you a different pill for erectile dysfunction. So if you're depressed and your your stuff's not working, well, they make you happy, and then they also give you a pill to get you back in business. So just like that, they got you on two different things, right? Two different of their products. I mean, Zoloft, if you see it right here, I mean, the patent expired in '06, but I mean, there's, what is this, 37 in 2011, this is 9 years ago, 37 million prescriptions for Zoloft. Now, that's just, they're just printing money. And then, like I said, if it makes you, it kind of gives you ED. So then imagine how many uh, subscriptions and how much Viagra they sell a year, right? Um, Probably billions. So let's get to now. Like I said, it was easier. It's easier just to go to Wikipedia um, than to look through their products. Like, this is almost ridiculous because they don't show you pictures. So I don't know what any. I like. Okay, never heard of any of these. Don't know what any of those are either, and it doesn't really give you like products or like categories. So it's kind of a guessing game. So that really does no one any justice. All right, Pfizer, you should take heed and make it so it's more user friendly, because if we don't know anything about any of these companies, these products that you have, then how will we know that we need it? All right, and to make more money. All right, let's get back to institutional ownership. Again, I like it around 80%, but it's at 70, which is, I mean, it's a decent amount. And I mean, they're printing money, and they can give you 4%. Let me see. Where is investors? We are looking for dividend. I'm not worried about any of that. Where's dividend? Oh, for the news today, they're getting approval for Japan. So pretty soon the whole world's gonna have their drug. Now we don't know how much it's costing and how much they're gonna make off of it, but I'm guessing it's gonna be a pretty penny. Okay, where is the dividend? There we go. Okay. They are already telling you, they have already got the money ready for you on. So so they, and they raised it. Look at that. They already know how much they're going to pay you, and they raised it. And if you see this video before January 1st or January 28th, 2021, if you own the stock before that day, then you will get the 39 cents per share. Look at that. So it's not bad. Okay, we're in 2008 they were at the 30 cents, and then for 2 years they dropped, and then it took them 12 years to get back to right here. So I mean, you can figure out what it was, why that happened. Let's see what this little thing does. All right, if you invested $10,000 in 2012, let's see it. Not very good, man. You should have just invested in the S&P. Look at this, 1,000. Look, end price. So you would have made 50% investing in this, and you would have made 147%. All right, your ending investment would have been 15 grand, and investing in S&P would be 24 grand. Ah, yeah, let's look at Nasdaq. It's probably even worse. Yeah. Well, I love this calculator because it kind of tells you how much. All right, if you had, like, wow, this since 2012, the Nasdaq has brought you 300% returns basically. What's the Dow done? 120%. So in all indexes since 2012, it would have been better if you just invested $10,000 in the index. However, it's not accounting for the dividend. So if you reinvested the dividend, it might have been a little bit different. Let's check this out. All right, let's go from 2019 January 1st to today. Well, when you look at this, man, this I shouldn't even looked at this because this makes me not even want to invest in it. My goodness. Like, okay, since January 1st, 2019, you're down 10%, opposed to being up 42%, 77%, or even 30%. With that same $10,000 investment over the last, 2 years, you're down 2 grand. You're up, you're up, you're up. I don't know, man. That's why sometimes you don't want to open up a can of worms if you don't have to. Um, yeah, for the company, yeah. I mean, it's solid. It's gonna bring you 4% every year, but kind of as you saw, I would like to do that with a lot of different companies. This company, or Pfizer, is the only company I've seen that has that, which is very interesting. But I'd like to see those same metrics on all the companies that we're looking at to see, really just to base that off. But as you see, it's kind of better to invest it in the market opposed to this. But it's been stable. You haven't made any money. You haven't. Well, actually, you would have lost $2,000 in the last year and a half. So I don't know, take it how it is. You know, people are always gonna buy uh, Viagra. They're always gonna buy uh, antidepressants. So I mean, this is Pfizer's known to market their products more aggressively than any other company. So they're literally trying. They're In other words, they're the biggest drug dealer out there because they're trying to get you addicted on one product to make you to need another product so that you stay in there. Because what did they say? And if you want to argue with me, then the proof is in the pudding. 37 million prescriptions on Zoloft. I don't know if it's still there, but at one point in time, 37 million prescriptions. That's a lot of money.